I drove my car into a... I just drove my car into a lake.
I never drove a car before the first time I drove one, and I'm still here, aren't I?
After his wife left him and he lost his house, he drove his car into a library.
He drove his car into a house.
Drove your car into your ex-girlfriend's house and then fled the country for 3 months.
Were you not the lady who drove my car off yesterday?
He's like, no, because you drove my car last week, so I can't get it.
Yep, and I think he also rode a motorcycle.
You played football and rode a motorcycle?
He was a tattoo artist and he rode a motorcycle.
When was the last time you rode a motorcycle, Nick?
You rode a bike to the beach earlier.
When was the last time you rode a bike?
You rode a bike?
Oh, you think that I rode a bike to the beach earlier?
I actually rode a bike.
Einstein rode a bike.
I rode a horse.
And he rode a horse.
He rode a horse without saddle or rein.
Your older brother rode a horse backwards to school.
Evelyn Bass rose from the dead.
The man rose from the dead.
He rose from the dead, too.
Lord Satan rose from the dead.
The First Order rose from the dark side.
With our help, they rose from the dust.
The higher they rose into the air.
Consumer prices rose a dramatic 8%.
I spoke with her landlord.
Look, I spoke with her lawyer and the DA.
Mr. Cooper said he spoke with you.
After I spoke with you.
I spoke to a friend in Dade County.
Oh, by the way, I spoke to a friend.
I spoke to a friend who works there.
Listen, I spoke to a friend.
I wrote a book about it.
I wrote a book about it.
I wrote a book about Baker.
You wrote a book.
You wrote a book.
In fact, wrote a book about it.
You wrote a letter to Mrs. Witness from New York.
You wrote a letter to Attorney General Kennedy, is that right?
You wrote a letter to her.
You wrote a letter to Judge Munsinger about a Huel Babineau?
I wrote a letter to my Uncle Fudd, and I rode away on a Tennessee stud.
In my notebook, I wrote a letter.
David Mamet shot a film called House of Games.
See, he wants me to go up to White Falls, you know, where they shot the movie.
We shot the movie that spring.
Well, we shot a movie this morning.
Yeah, wow, they shot a movie there?
He shot my dog.
How about the fact that he shot a kid?
You shot my son.
You shot yourself?
That's the guy I shot.
Chose me for a reason.
First off, you chose me.
She chose me because of my...
She chose me.
You chose the wrong side, Dorita.
You chose the wrong side.
You chose the wrong side, I say.
You chose the wrong profession.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
I chose the nicer version.
I chose the nicer version.
Last time I introduced her to a guy, she froze everything. She froze my heart, and only an act of true love can save me.
He froze when the bullets started flying.
You froze my friend.
You froze.
She said that you froze her heart.
I froze.
And I froze.
You know they think I froze in there.
But she froze your heart.
Shone like a star above the infinite width of the sea.
Like a star, it shone.
It shone with 1,000 lights. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds.
I'm sorry I broke my promise.
I broke my promise.
I broke my promise to Mirabella.
I'm sorry I broke my promise.
You never broke a promise, ever?
I broke a promise.
I broke a window by accident.
Who broke a window in here, huh?
I mean, you also broke a window.
Broke a window this time. Somebody stole them.
I stole them both.
No, they stole it from you.
You stole it, didn't you?
Oh. She stole it. This is the man that you stole it from?
And you stole it from a movie. The major crime is he stole my money.
Someone stole my lunch last week. And the next day, she woke up.
He woke up at the zoo.
And when he woke up, he was on fire.
When he woke up, he couldn't talk.
She woke up.
He woke up the second we got back.
I woke up this morning with the greatest idea.
I woke up feeling terrible.
I woke up one day and I said, Lorna, I'm Lorna.